You see a sea of brilliant pink, a color so bright it seems almost artificial. You watch them stand perfectly still on one leg, like a strange, elegant balancing act. It is a creature that has become the symbol of tacky lawn ornaments and tourist postcards. But for 999,000 years, this wasn't a sight you could have seen anywhere on Earth. In fact, the very idea of a pink flamingo once didn't exist. So how did a gray bird become one of the most iconic and colorful animals in the world? The answer is a story of diet, raw chemistry, and a body engineered for survival. A 2008 study by Dr. Juan Amat from the Doana Biological Station in Spain traced the entire process. The pigment is called carotenoid, the same organic pigment that turns a carrot orange. The flamingo's body processes this pigment, depositing it directly into its feathers, skin, and even its egg yolks. The result is a color that is not born, but earned. If a flamingo stopped eating these shrimp and algae, it would slowly fade back to a dull gray or white in a matter of weeks. Your pink feather is a direct billboard of your success as a forager. This entire process begins with a bizarre piece of anatomy. You have to look at how the bird actually eats. A flamingo doesn't peck at the water like a duck. It sweeps its head completely upside down, using its tongue as a powerful piston. It pumps water through a specialized filter-like beak 12 times every single second. The beak is lined with tiny hair-like structures called lamella, which act like a built-in straw. This allows the bird to strain out tiny crustaceans and algae while expelling the mud and water. Now let's look at one of the most photographed poses in the animal kingdom. Flamingos are famous for standing on one leg. A 2010 study by Dr. Matthew J. Anderson of St. Joseph's University found that this isn't just a random quirk. The behavior is directly tied to thermoregulation. By tucking one leg up into the warmth of its feathers, a flamingo can cut its heat loss in half without having to move an inch. What you call a knee is actually the bird's ankle joint, bent backwards and hidden inside the feathers. The actual knee is located so high up on the leg that it is completely invisible. This brings us to the social life of the bird. Flamingos are not solitary creatures. They live in massive colonies called Flamboyances, a fitting name for a group of pink birds that can number in the hundreds of thousands. Within these colonies, they form strong, loyal pair bonds that can last for decades. To find and keep a mate, they perform elaborate synchronized courtship dances. They will march, turn their heads in a motion called head flagging, and salute by spreading their wings. These dances are not random. They are a test of coordination, health, and commitment. Once a pair bonds, their reproductive cycle is surprisingly vulnerable. They build a simple nest of mud, a raised platform designed to protect a single, precious egg. Both parents take turns incubating that egg. When the chick hatches, it is a gray or white ball of fluff that is completely dependent on its parents. This is where things get truly strange from a mammalian perspective. Both the male and female produce a substance called crop milk in their upper digestive tract. It is a nutrient-rich, bright red secretion that is more like a high-fat protein shake than any mammalian milk. Your parents feed you this red sludge for the first few months of your life. So why are these birds so successful? They are, quite simply, survivors from a very old world. Fossil evidence suggests that a bird very similar to the modern flamingo has existed for at least 30 million years. They are capable of flying thousands of miles in a single migration, traveling between shrinking water holes. They can drink boiling hot water from geysers in the high Andes, a feat that would kill almost any other bird. But the modern world has changed. The biggest threat to a flamingo today is the loss of its habitat to mining, agriculture, and human development. They are also vulnerable to lead poisoning and pollution from human activities. This is the modern mirror. The next time you see a plastic pink flamingo on someone's lawn, or a stylized bird on a cocktail glass, you will know the truth. You know the truth the moment the white chick breaks out of its egg. The color isn't natural. It is a fragile, chemical illusion that must be actively maintained by an ancient, upside-down filter feeder fighting against a modern world.